Well, howdy ho, good neighbor. I got you on the helmet cam. You can see I'm about ready to stick this camera in my pocket, and we're going to change these fire sprinkler gauges. These gauges are over 50 years old. They're 1971. So I've already shut down the system. It looks like this gauge isn't even working right. It's not collaborated. It's showing 10 pounds. So what I use to change these gauges is this 9/16 box end wrench. This works really good for these, and that's tight. So if you save old gauges, this is kind of nice to come across an old gauge. This one says 1970. So you see how that 9/16 box wrench works really good for this. So I have some new gauges that I brought in here. Right here, and I'm going to take my gloves off. I don't need these gloves on for this. Here's one gauge. And here's two gauge. Okay. So we're going to dope this up. Doesn't take much, it's just brass. You see, that's just brass. You don't need a lot of dope for this. So look at that. Just a little bit of dope. That's what the addict says. And then I put a little Teflon just for Pete's sake. I know you know Pete, don't you? Pete, he lives in the valley. Yeah, for Pete's sake. So here's for Pete and his mama. All right, Pete, there you go. Now I've got these all ready to go, and this is the same thing, slam and jam. If there's a lot of water in here, they might, so I'm gonna slam it and jam it. Here we go. Look at that, nothing. So now we can put this on real easy. Easy for me to say with one hand, because I'm holding 1970. How old were you in 1970? Or 1971? Okay. I always push a little, little hold back. With my hand, I'm pushing this way a little bit, just so I don't snap that off right there. You don't want to just start pulling on this thing, because those threads are real small, so just kind of push on it. And this doesn't have to be that tight either. This just has to be tight enough to hold water. So this one looks like there's going to be a little water coming out of it. So that's a good thing. Let that flush out of there. 1970 was the last time this thing's been touched. So I'm gonna write the date on the side of these gauges when I installed them. Come on now. Now what is your problem? No problem? Okay, I didn't think so. I didn't think you were gonna be a problem. You know. Okay, there you go. Two new gauges. And these were manufactured in 2024. I do believe, let me see. Yeah, I don't have my glasses on, but yeah, these are current gauges. All right, there's the flow switch pegged. And we're gonna go check our corrections list and make sure that all of us are done. Or all of it is done. There you go. The old helmet cam. Looks like the sun's trying to come out. Alright. Well, as always, I want to thank you again for coming along with me on these gauge changing adventures. And head changing adventures. And just these little adventures. You know the drill. Peace, love, and all that hippie jazz. Now, was it necessary to hook up a water sock? I think so. Kids are walking through here. They would have just dragged the water right into the building. This is better, right? Right.